Police Minister Senzo Mchunu is advocating for a revitalised, results-oriented partnership between the SAPS and the business sector. He emphasised the urgency of unified action to address the country's long-standing crime issues. Speaking at the Ministerial Business Partnership dinner, Mchunu highlighted the need to go beyond empty words and focus on tangible, measurable outcomes. This partnership aims to formalise and enhance collaboration between the government and private industries. Joining me now is Roelof Viljoen from Business Against Crime South Africa. Roelof, a very good afternoon to you. Thank you very much for your time. How would you describe, or what would best describe the relationship between business and the government at the moment?
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. Definitely, since 2023, when business started engaging with the president, it has really escalated the involvement between business and government, and focusing on specific subjects that affects the whole country, and feeding business resources, mostly of it skills, into government processes and assisting in the effectiveness to resolve specific challenges.
What would you say are the stumbling blocks to an even better relationship?
The difficult part is coming back to budget cycles, where you envision a project, but at that moment it's critical, but there's no specific budget allocation for that, and that's regarding on the business side as well as on government side. For instance, the resource that you critically require at this stage in a specific environment might be involved or contracted to another piece of work that is also urgent, or that is contracted in terms of a monetary agreement between the business and the customer. So yeah, the timing of the availability of resources, that is sometimes a challenge.
Well, the president this morning was talking about how they have and continue to increase resources for police. Do you feel that in spite of those increases, there's still, police lack resources?
What has happened is that the population growth was way higher than the investment in policing resources, and it takes 3, 5, 8 years to plan and build a police station for a new area. And the other part of it is also, it's very difficult to actually, if you look at a police officer per member of public ratio, to have that exactly the same in the different areas. So it's a very difficult situation to make sure that everyone is served appropriately in terms of the crime threat in a specific area. And what you also see is that criminals adapt. If you push back in a certain area, they will move to the area adjacent, or even across to another province where your resources aren't that prepared to fight against a specific crime.
Well, there is a role that many people say the private security industry can also play in curbing crime. But one of the stories we are running now on the back of a new law, where in terms of which the private security can't carry arms in places like malls and the like, and the private security industry is up in arms. They feel somewhat attacked. I don't know what your view is.
Business Against Crime at this stage is still talking to our private security partners in issuing a specific official stance on it. But the current understanding is that there's actually quite a big part of what's published as a CIRA law now that's already within existing laws, and the purpose and our deducted purpose, because we haven't seen a purpose for the publication of regulations officially, is that it was to move some of the policing capabilities, or rather compliance checking capabilities to CIRA. So a large part of the regulations we understand is actually already law, so it's not something new. But there are specific concerning parts regarding the definition of weapons that now includes handcuffs. It's a very difficult one. And then the question about firearm tracking in terms of the cost and who will be responsible for that. But yeah, the short is we're still consulting different parties, and look forward to publishing something as soon as we are at ease with what we're saying.
Roelof, let me thank you very much for your time. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Roelof Viljoen, National Project Manager at Business Against Crime, South Africa.